start by congratulating you on such a splendid showing at the ICJ. But there are naysayers, for want of a better description, that seem to think the entire initiative is more about you, the ANC, especially this year going into the elections, than the people of Palestine. And obviously there is the all-important colored vote here in South Africa.
Well, I think anybody who has that narrow perception of the effort that the people of South Africa are making in support of the people of Palestine, who have been suffering oppression for many, many decades, anybody who believes that it's a selfish effort by South Africa does not understand the history of South Africa. We did not become free because of individuals. We won our freedom because the world stood with us. All over the world, countries agreed that there should be sanctions against apartheid South Africa. Countries supported our exiles, our liberation organizations, not just the ANC. The PAC and several other organizations were outside the country. We received support, both materially, morally, and solidarity as well. So South Africa really has a moral responsibility to always stand with the oppressed, because we come from a history of struggle, a history of striving for freedom, a history of believing that everybody deserves human dignity, justice, and freedom. This is the only reason that we have taken this major step as South Africa. One of the commentators I heard speaking said we're a puny country. What are we doing? We are taking action. There's an international instrument called the Convention on the Punishment and Prevention of Genocide. It is a convention signed to by democratic South Africa, signed to by Israel, and over 140 countries. It can't just be something on paper. It has to mean something to the people of Palestine.
We all watched in awe Advocate Ngugai Toby and his colleagues. I mean, their performance yesterday was sterling. But today was Israel's turn to present their case. Are we still as confident?
Well, I think we must always be confident because the basis of our presentation to the court is the Genocide Convention. And the judges are going to have to look at whether we have sufficiently presented the merits with respect to breaches, we believe, of the Convention on Genocide. Israel would have to argue against that. They did not speak much to the convention, but essentially the decision will be made by the court. And all the world has seen that the people of Palestine are being killed.
Speaking of which decision, there is another group again of naysayers that says, well, Israel could simply ignore whatever decision, that is if it goes against them. The same way that Russia, who are seen as being an ally of ours, did. What then?
Well,
what's going to be the next step?
With respect to Russia, remember it's a charge that was brought to the International Criminal Court. They issued a warrant for President Putin and certain individuals in the government of Russia. But with respect to what we are presenting to the court, you have Israel occupying large swathes of Palestinian territory, oppressing with unjust laws the people of Palestine. You have essentially what could be described as massacres or genocide, where children, women, men, who are not at all involved in this act of Hamas that Israel says it's waging war against, they are the victims of action by the army of Israel. And it is this mass killing that we believe must come to a stop.
Ma'am, thank you so much for your time and all the best for your effort.
Thank you very much.